Hi everyone, welcome back. Well, today we're down at a friend's place and we've got this 1940s Ford truck to try and get going. Now, this has been sitting here for at least 10 years, but I believe that when it was parked, I believe it was actually driven here and parked up. It's pretty complete, and it was in, I'm told it was in quite good condition at the time that it came here. So hopefully it won't be too hard to get it going today and see if we can get it driving. It has had work done to it at some point, but it has also been sitting around for a very long time since then. These trucks of course have the iconic Ford flathead V8 in it. This is a petrol engine and it was used in an awful lot of things. So it does still turn. Everything appears to be there, so we're going to put some fuel in and see if we can get it to run. So luckily somebody seems to have done a couple of modifications to this truck last time it was running. They've put battery leads so you can sit battery up on the mudguard here, and the fuel line just runs into the cab, so you can sit a jerry can in the cab next to you while you're driving it along. All very safe. Okay, let's see if it'll crank over. This one also has a button on the bottom of the solenoid to crank it over. Well, there we go. We've got that far with it. Okay, so it's taken us a little bit of mucking around to get a spark. These have got a rather strange distributor right down on the front of the engine here. They're quite hard to get into. They've got this rather strange cap on them, but we ended up finding that the coil had the original coil over here had a problem, so we've just dumped another coil on next to it. We'll put everything back together now and hopefully it'll run. So we've had to take the carburetor off too, because the throttle shaft on it is seized up. This one down here, can't get that to turn. But interestingly, I didn't realise that about these V8s. Although it's a single throat carby at the top, it turns into a twin throat down the bottom, and there's actually idle adjustment screws for each side of the engine. So that's something a bit different that I haven't seen before. I'm sure it was plenty common enough on these V8s though. Okay, so we've got the carburetor back on now. Now the fuel pump, which is back here, doesn't seem to be working particularly well. It hasn't, while we've been cranking it over, it hasn't actually sucked any fuel up. So what I'm going to do is fill the float chamber in here, this part of the carburetor, with petrol. This means it should have enough to start and run for 10 to 20 seconds, maybe a bit longer than that. And hopefully the fuel pump will start working in that time. So we'll fill this up, we'll put the top back on. There's going to be some that drips down the throats as well while we're doing this, so that will prime the engine and hopefully it will start for us. Okay, we've got it all back together now, so we'll have a go and see if it's going to start. After all that work, it starts and it runs and it doesn't sound too bad. So we'll pump the tyres up on it now and see if we can get it moving. Well, this is a lovely old Ford truck we've got here. It runs really nicely actually, and it even drives. I haven't had a chance to drive it very far, but it does move, goes into all the gears. So this has been a bit of a fun little project. If there's anybody around the Toodyay or Bindoon area who've got old machines that they don't really know what to do with, they either want to get rid of them or they want some help to get them running, send me a message, and if you would like some help, and I will see if I can come and give you a hand. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little video. Thanks very much for watching, and I hope to see you again next time. Bye.